Okay, folks, I'll make a video today a little bit different than what I normally do. This don't have anything to do with logging. It's kind of like Stump Jumper says, one of the Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde math science projects. Bear with me. I've had some kind of crud for a couple of weeks. Wife's had it too. That's why we couldn't make it to Bunyan. Really hated we missed it. We couldn't stay but one day this year anyway, and it's a 6-hour drive, so it might have been for the best. But anyhow, this right here is what I wanted to show off. What it is, it's a wheelchair lift for my father-in-law who lives in Michigan. Michigan's a little different than stink bugs. I hope y'all don't have stink bugs where you live, but they're in their prime here right now, so pay them no mind. But anyhow, back to Michigan. Michigan's a little different than things are done in North Carolina. Instead of being in a nursing home, he lives with a nurse there at her house, and he's wheelchair bound, so to speak. He can get around on a walker, but when he gets out and about, has to be in a wheelchair. And situation don't allow for a conventional ramp. A ramp would have to have 2 or 3 turns, be really complicated, really expensive. It's just not practical. I don't have time to go to Michigan and spend a week working on a wheelchair ramp. And the conventional electric lifts, you know, you can only go on one side and off the other. With this lift, he's going to come on this way. This is a 4-foot platform turn and come off this way. The factory built ones like this that are being made are like a forklift mast, so you only have one direction of travel. Well, that's not going to work there either, due to the way the driveway is situated and the porch, etc., etc. It's just hard to explain, but anyhow, he's going to have to go on, turn, and come off at a 90. I made this. The wheelchair's footprint, believe it or not, it's only 2.5 feet. I measured that, and I know that's right. This is 4 foot, so you can get on there and spin it around and around. It can be used anywhere, any way it's turned. I built all this from scratch. I bought this steel at Wilkes Metal Sales. Give a plug to Bart Hayes and Aaron down there. They're good guys, get you whatever you need. I've been working on this since June in my spare time here. This is here at the house in the attached garage. Our shop, big shop where we work on equipment and stuff you see in some of my videos, it's about 10-15 minutes drive from here, and I didn't want to build it there because this was a work on it when I had a chance project, and I just don't like, you know, having 30 minutes travel time involved and all. And we've really got so much junk in there, there wasn't room for it. I don't have a shop here. I've lived here 20 years. Didn't really want to build a shop right up against the house here. And a couple of years ago, I bought about 40 more acres, so I've got a pad graded out here. It's gravel. My rooster, he won't shut up. I've got chickens too. Anyhow, waiting to pour concrete right now for a shop here at the house to make things more convenient. Dang stink bugs. But yeah, that's why I built this here. And I just kept rolling it out of the way on little dollies from Harbor Freight when I wasn't working on it, so we could park in here. This thing's pretty big. This is a 2-car garage, 20-foot door. That ceiling's 12.5 feet high. So that gives you an idea of how tall this thing is. I'm 6 feet tall. That's a 1,500-pound AC winch from Harbor Freight, like plug in the wall. Got to change of direction here, snatch block. That makes it theoretically 3,000 pound rated. Some of you know I was in rescue EMS paramedic for a lot of years as well as this. I know a lot about ropes, pulleys, mechanical advantage, etc. But anyhow, one change of direction doubles your pulling power. I chose to connect it with chains, that way you get a little bit more adjustment. I had a couple failures at first. First, this is 2.5 inch schedule 40 steel. Maybe it's 2 inch. I think it's 2.5. I tried sleeving over it with 3 inch, and I was working on this by myself. Had a lot of trouble with the jigging and getting everything straight and all. And I fixed it where I could take it apart to move it to Michigan and paint it and everything. But anyhow, it's got a little bit of play up there, but it can't come out. It's got a steel peg going down in this, but that top comes off. I first, like I said, tried sleeving over that with 3.5 inch to hold it, or with 3 inch to hold it. I didn't have everything perfectly straight, and it was binding, and it gave me a fit, so I finally done away with that. I redone these squares, and I just let the angle run out. I mean, you can't get off. I mean, this thing will wobble, yeah, if you hit it, but it ain't going nowhere. There's 400 pounds of steel here, according to the receipts. You know, they sell this stuff by the pound. It's welded really good. Then, when I got that figured out, I tried chaining this, the bottom platform to the top platform too. I thought once it was loaded, it would force everything to stay pretty level. It didn't. It would tilt. So that didn't work. I went back, took that chain out, and I put angle in the corners here. Just drilled it. Everyone to adjust it. I could drill more holes. Works good. It's really rigid. I only have to get from ground level up to 37 inches where this is going. So, you know, right in here somewhere. You could squeeze a little more out of this. I made it purpose built for that job. You could even use something like this to put heavy stuff on the back of pickups, whatever, roll it up on there, back your truck up to it, raise it up. And it's like I said, I would probably want to brace it more if I was lifting a lot of weight. I wouldn't be scared to lift 700-800 pounds with it, but if I was trying 3,000, yeah, I'd brace this beam on up and stuff. But anyhow, I've still got to. I'm gonna put some kind of removable bumpers. I've got chains here that unlatch. You can roll on and off, but I also want something to stop the wheels. So I'm getting ready to take it apart and paint it, and I gotta put some kind of roof over it because that is not like a Jeep winch, DC winch, whatever you want to call it. That's an AC plug in the wall winch, and it can't get wet. So this is gonna have to have some kind of roof over it. But you'll be able to get the gist of it here. And like I said, I'm 260 pounds and 6 foot tall. But this is sort of how it's going to work. Level, open this up, roll on here, wrong way, go down to the ground. And then you just unlatch it, go right out. But like I said, this has been a lot of work. I just kind of wanted to show it off. Kind of my bad sides project for the summer. I've worked on this a lot ever since June. Took up pretty much all my free time, which is very limited. Anybody that logs knows that anyway, but I'll quit jabbering and hope you liked it. Hope you were a little impressed anyway, and thanks for bearing with me. And I got a couple other video ideas coming up. I'm gonna try an unboxing here pretty soon, something kind of cool. I've never done an unboxing video, but there's your Staley's wheelchair lift. Thank you. Catch you next time.